moment as I compose myself. Can you guys tell I'm a little nervous? Just a little bit. But I'm really, again, just super excited to be on here and sharing this with you. Compose myself. Can you guys tell I'm a little nervous? So let's mute that. All right. So here we go. Welcome to Penny Ingredients and tonight's training on how to use Pinterest as a business tool, right? Like many of you, I've been on the internet for some time. I've been told that Facebook is the only place to be, and I'm here really to disprove this myth. I want to share and show with you how Pinterest is actually transforming and revolutionizing the world of marketing. Pinterest has learned a lot by watching its elders, and I'm going to share with you guys really what you're going to look for inside of this. So on this training tonight, I'm going to share with you the 3 secret ingredients to building your business with Pinterest. It is a highly viable business building tool. And I really want to make sure you guys get this, that it makes sense, and that you guys are absolutely diving into this training and understanding just how I personally think that is probably one of the most powerful tools on here. So before I dive into this, I have a question for you. First and foremost, yes, this is being recorded, so that's a good thing. How many of you guys like are network marketers that are joining me here today on this webinar? How many of you guys are network marketers? If you're a network marketer, drop a 1. I just want to drop a 1 if you're a network marketer. Drop a 2 if you're an internet marketer. Drop a 3 if you're a local business owner. And drop a 4 if you're a Shopify business personnel or Etsy or some sort of something like that. Just kind of want to get an idea of who I'm talking with, how I can kind of mold this for you guys and really show you how to use this as a tool. All right, so we're a good blend tonight. You guys, we are a blend of network marketers, internet marketers, definitely some local business owners, which I love. You guys are going to love what we're able to do with the Pinterest platform. And I love the fact that some of you guys are even on the e-commerce shopping, such as Etsy and Shopify, which are really an amazing platform. You guys are all going to benefit from tonight's training, that I promise you, because it is going to show you how to highlight and showcase your goods and services, right? One of the really cool things about Pinterest, and so something you guys want to know, is that 90% of all information is transmitted visually to the brain. We are absolutely 100% a visually recognizable human beings. We like to see what we're going to buy. And so because of this, Pinterest actually becomes the best platform for your business. In the way that it's being searched in a way that's never been done before. It's actually starting to outperform a lot of the social or the search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing. And it's starting to become more of the #1 search place, especially for our millennials. So if you're looking to target the younger audience, this is actually a place you want to go. Why is this so important around what we're doing and what we're talking about with Pinterest? Well, if 90% of all information is visually transmitted to the brain, then Pinterest has got a very awesome opportunity for you. Over 70% of people that use Pinterest over 70% of people use Pinterest to get inspired on what to buy, compared to just 17% of people using Facebook for the same thing. People are specifically going to Pinterest to look for things to buy. They're looking for new brands. They're looking for new products. They're looking for things they are not going to find on their shelves in their stores. They're looking for new things. So if 70% of people are on Pinterest looking for this information compared to just the 17, where do you think your business should be? Right now, there are over 200 million plus active users each month on the Pinterest platform. What this means for you is that it is a platform that people are actively going to search for products and services. It is an e-commerce platform, right? I really want to make sure you guys are getting this, is that this is a platform unlike any other social media, because it is a platform that people want to buy from, right? So with over 200 million people on this platform searching for products, do you think you want to be where their eyeballs are at? The beautiful thing about Pinterest, it is a shopping platform. People are actually coming here to shop. It is the only platform currently that people are going to actually buy products. They're there to get inspired. They're there to plan. They're there to develop new things in their lives, right? So if people are going to Pinterest to shop, do you think it's a good place to make a little extra money for your business? And in doing that, here's the crazy thing about Pinterest. Pinterest is also about influence. So what does that mean for you is that if one of your followers repins one of your products and services, and they are someone of influence or they have a good following, and someone asks them like, hey, what product do you recommend? And they point out a pin that they've used or tried on the Pinterest platform, you have more chance of getting in front of that audience and getting found than you do on any other platform. The levels, like it's a, for those that are network marketers, you guys know how you have like teams, you know, get 3 people, I get 3 people, get 3 people. Well, that's kind of exactly what happens with Pinterest. You use this platform to build influence and trust, right? Because we talk about that. If you guys have gone through any training around internet marketing, network marketing, even for local businesses, it's all about the know, like, and trust, right? They've got to know what you're offering. Do they trust you to provide the service? And do they trust you to provide the resource or the tool or the product or the service that's going to benefit them, right? So that's what you have to look at around Pinterest. So who is this Chef Katrina person that's sitting here in front of you guys today? And why the heck is she teaching us anything about Pinterest? Because many of you guys asked the first question, what's with the chef jacket? So quickly about me, because I told you guys this is not about me, but I want to give you a little bit of a background of who I am and how I got to be teaching and training this platform, okay? So first off, I'm a former chef at Disney. I was actually a chef at Disney for over 12 years. I worked in multiple restaurants across property, running multi-million-dollar kitchens. If there's anybody that's learned about customer service and how to take care of people, it would be me. I promise you, I always over-deliver. I love working in this industry. I have a lot of fun with it. But one thing that happened to me as a chef is I got burnt out. I actually walked into the kitchen one day and somebody asked me, hey, I actually walked in and said, hey guys, did you know Zig Ziglar died today? And all of my sous chefs and chefs in the office looked at me and said, who? And I knew right in that moment that who I was no longer suited for the kitchen. I had dreams to go out and build and do other things in my life, and it wasn't going to happen inside this kitchen. I was going to end up working 16-hour days. I was going to end up working 6-7 days a week. As it was, I didn't have holidays or weekends off, and I was just burnt out. So I transitioned from the world of being a chef, and I transitioned to the world of online marketing. And I got some of my story to share with you on that one. I have been blogging for probably the last 5 years. I've been unsuccessfully blogging, I think, for the 3 years prior to that. I've screwed up more blogs and done more things wrong than I have right on this platform. So that's been the best part around this. So I've learned a lot about blogging, so we can definitely touch upon that later on inside this training if you have any questions around that. I'm a speaker. I've been asked to speak on multiple stages, teaching and training around branding, because apparently being a chef, being online gives me a very safe, fun place to be, and talking about how do you take your brand online, how do you take your business online, and how do you customize it to building your business and growing your audience and growing your teams and all that fun stuff. So I've been privileged to speak on a lot of marketing, from blogging to Pinterest. It's been an absolutely brilliant thing. I've done business mentoring. I've actually was part of a fast track mentoring group for a company called Elite Marketing Pro. I had the privilege of mentoring over 200 of their fast track students, showing them how to build their business online. Some of you guys that are here with me today, if you are, have actually gotten some amazing coaching from me through that program, showing you how marketing works online, how to build your brand, how to grow your business. And if you're one of those people, definitely throw in the comments, let people know that you've been mentored under me and you've said something. So I know Sadaf is there for sure. I believe Tracy's on with us, and I've got a couple more of you guys that have been here that have absolutely excelled under my mentorship for building and marketing. So there you guys. So thank you guys. Really, I appreciate you guys for your love and support around this. One of the things I'm also really passionate about is I truly believe that if you're going to serve, you have to give back. No way that you can build a business without making a difference in the world, and charity and being a part of changing people's lives has been a big part of my world for the last 3 years. I've had the honor and privilege of helping Elite Marketing Pro over the last 2 years, more so significantly, raise over $90,000 to donate to the Heifer International Program. We've been an amazing contribution to that organization, and I've had just the privilege of being part of that. And I promise you, there's nothing more rewarding than seeing the lives of those individuals around the world be a difference, right? We're talking about entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs, and there is no better place to be for that one. So that's been exciting fun. I'm also, if you guys know, there's a picture of me right here. I am a ballroom dancer. For those that are going to be here or here tonight, I'm going to be in competition here in the next couple of days. So I'm a ballroom dancer. Been doing that for just under a year now, having a lot of fun with it. And I'm also slightly a bacon addict. So a little bit about me. To kind of give you guys some reference, I've been in this business for a while. I've been watching this industry for a very long time. I've watched a lot of people come into the marketing platform. I've seen everyone's success, their growth. In 2012, this is kind of where everything started to shift and change in my world specifically. I lost my house in 2012, just around the same time that I lost my restaurant. So I had owned and operated a restaurant for 9 glorious months. I closed the restaurant, short sold my house. And then after that, I was homeless for about 6 months. I actually lived in my friend's house on a mattress on the floor as I tried to regroup my life back together. Please don't feel sorry for me. It was part of my learning process. 2013, I decided at that point, that's when I was going to retire. So even having lost my house, short sold it, not financially fully recovered, I decided to retire my position as a chef at Disney, and I wanted to learn and understand this world of network marketing and internet marketing. My quote when I left my job at Disney was either I'm going to make this or I'm going to make this. And that has been my stand this entire time. I created my very first course and training called Blogging Ingredients because as I was learning to blog, I figured it was the closest place to be to teach and train somebody was to teach and train you what I was doing. The course, well, it launched. At the same time, I had these grandiose ideas to launch a business mastermind expo. I was able to bring in 62 people into an event and teach and train local businesses how to take on their business. There was supposed to be a lot more to this one. And the overall success of this, well, I would consider my 2013 not my most successful year. My blogging course never got off the ground, possibly because I never told anybody about it. And my expo and all my grandiose ideas fizzled away into a puddle of ooze at the bottom of it. So what happened, right? I had to reevaluate my life. And in 2014, I had $23.84 in the bank account. And I promise you this is true because I actually had to look this information up. A few months after that, I took a millionaire to lunch. This conversation with a millionaire that's in the internet marketing space transformed my life. It actually gave me a whole new path to go down. In 2014, what you guys may or may not know was that Pinterest launched for the very first time promoted pins. This just walked onto the scene as a way to actually create a pin on Pinterest and promote your business. So I launched my very first Pinterest ad in 2014. Why is this important? Because today, having launched that one Pinterest ad, having had that $1 million lunch, I've been able to now buy a brand new car. It's my Star Wars car. I've been able to travel the world, visit family and friends, and ultimately show people how to use Pinterest as a way to grow and build their business. And it's been an evolution. So it didn't happen overnight. What I want to share with you guys is that this didn't happen overnight. I launched a Pinterest ad almost 4 years ago to date. And it's just now in the last 7 to 8 months that things have really transitioned for me. And I've been able to create a life that's unlike anything else I've ever seen. And it's all because of what happened with Pinterest. And this is what I'm about to share with you guys today. So right now, if you guys don't know, you have a huge opportunity for business here on Pinterest. More than 52% of Pinterest users report that Pinterest helps them find items to buy, right? 52% of users, guys, if 200 plus million people every single day are actively using Pinterest, and 52% of that if finding items to buy through Pinterest, where should your business be? 61% say they discovered new brands and products from promoted pins. So running a promoted pin on this platform actually is creating discoverability that's unprecedented right now in this industry. This is off of Buffer Social. So honestly, guys, hello, Pinterest, right? It is pretty awesome what goes on over here. So what you may not also know is that currently right now, this very moment, Pinterest is currently responsible for 41% of e-commerce traffic and drives twice as much as Facebook. We think Facebook is the place to be for driving traffic because you can run ads on there, but Pinterest is blowing it out of the water. And you guys are going to love what I'm about to share with you guys as we get into this. The average order. So you guys know that we put an ad on Facebook and we were going to make money from this. So I want you guys to kind of play along with me here. All right. So the average order for those of you guys that do Twitter, because you can use Twitter to build a business. You guys know that, right? It is a viable source because everybody seems to be using it. Every time I turn around, the news stations, the radios are talking about Twitter updates. So it's still a viable place to be. Okay. Our average order value on Twitter is $68.78. The average order value on Facebook is $80.22. Does anybody want to guess what the average order value is on Pinterest? And for those of you guys that know, I think there's a handful of you, don't say anything. But for those that don't know, I want you guys to throw in the chat box. I want to hear, what do you think is the average order on Pinterest? This is where this guys, it's like there people are, you got, okay, so you guys like 123, 150, 200, 180, 160, but 120. So you guys are all over the $100 range, right? And you're not wrong. The average order value, the average is $179.36, right? This is the highest order value for buying and purchases is through Pinterest. Why? I think you guys have heard me say this over and over again because it is a buyer's platform. People are actively going to Pinterest to buy products and services. I get a lot of wows and a lot of, oh my gosh, and nice, because we like to put money. So what this tells me, right, from my perspective as looking at a marketer, is that if I have high ticket items, if I have courses and I'm trying to sell e-commerce books, items that are out there, people are actually willing to spend more dollars on the Pinterest platform than any other platform because the intent, and even Pinterest says that the intent of people to go there is that they're planning and that they're shopping and buying. That is the whole intent of Pinterest, and they know this, which makes it even more stellar, right? So it is sources. I don't know how to pronounce that. Giam something. I'm just going to leave it at that. Just don't, whatever. Right. So, and I ties back into, again, guys, 55% of people use Pinterest to shop and buy. You guys are all talking about being internet marketers. You're all talking about being network marketers. You talk about being a local business, right? You talk about being involved in Etsy or Shopify or even eBay. People are going to Pinterest to find these products. They're actually not going to these other sites. They're specifically going to Pinterest for this, right? This is actually brought to you and shared with by Pinterest Business. Oh, you guys are going to love this even more. How many of you guys are content creators? How many of you have like write blogs or know of blog posts or do a lot of like content creation videos, things like that? How many of you guys do that? If you guys do, say content. I'm just trying to get you guys to have some fun here. I want you awake and alive during this. So if you guys are writing or doing content, write content because you guys are going to love this, right? It's like happy-go-lucky place right now. Told you guys I'm a blogger, right? So there's a method to my madness is that I have learned that if I'm going to write content, the best place to put it is on Pinterest. So let me explain this to you, right? So how long does content last? Okay. For the reality is every post that gets put on Twitter has about 18-minute shelf life. Every post that gets put on Facebook has about a 5-hour shelf life. So if you're writing a post or doing a Facebook Live, you've got about a whole 5 hours of people's time to get found, unless you're doing some sort of promoted something to it, right? And then it maybe gets more exposure, right? You guys know Instagram's 21 hours. LinkedIn actually is a full day. That's not too bad. YouTube, for all my video creators and content, you're going to love this one. It's 20 plus days. But you know who beats it all out for creating content and putting it up there? You know how long it lasts on the Pinterest platform for visible eyeballs? We're talking people are going to see it, right? 4 months, 4+ months, actually. Statistically, according to a report I just read, it's actually like 4.5 months, according to Pinterest, that a piece of content that you put on that platform, that pin that you create and put on your board, will actually be visible in the search engines on Pinterest for 4 months. Is anybody excited about that? Because you're going to love what I'm going to share with you next. Yeah. I'm just letting you guys know. And the only next piece that blows that away is a blog. So for those that are bloggers, you're 2 years worth of content being searched on Yahoo, Bing, Google, and all of that. And the beautiful thing, if you guys look at this content, right? So at this point right here, YouTube, Pinterest, and blog, these are the 3 elements for longevity that are actually searched by the search engine, can be found on search engines, right? They can be found when you do a Google search, a Yahoo search, or a Bing search, or a Safaria? I'm sorry, I'm totally butchering the Apple one. I'm just tripping over my word. I'm just so excited. Can you guys tell I'm excited? But you can see that right here, the reason these go is because they become SEO. They actually become search indexed. And that's the beauty. That's why this content actually starts lasting longer. There's a method to this madness called marketing. And for those that aren't taking advantage of it, you're actually losing out by not being on this platform. There's actually 2 ingredients that are going to be the strongest and have the most success for you around this platform. The first thing is definitely, without a doubt, set up your business Pinterest account. I gave you guys the link right here. It's business.pinterest.com. This is if you guys are in the United States. It has EN. I was talking with Karen down in Australia the other day as part of our beta group, and it was AU. So for her, and the reason for that, depending on what country you're on for setting up your business account, is it has to do with your currency. So Pinterest, again, is very strategic. This is what I love about Pinterest. They're very strategic around how to get this business in front of you, right? The second element, the other ingredient that I would really look at, so for those that haven't blogged, if you can pull content from other locations, so if you can pull content from other blogs that you like, I'm going to show you guys also content curation, which is a big piece on Pinterest. So you actually don't have to be writing your own content. You can actually be the curator of content, which is actually another powerful place to be. And if you do have your blog, this platform just got about 10,000 times better for you. So you can use everything I'm going to talk with you guys about from this point on, especially for internet marketers and affiliate marketers. You guys are going to still be able to use this platform if you don't have your own blog. And I will say this, having your own self-hosted blog is going to be a game changer, especially around Pinterest, okay? So there are 3-step pinning recipe, all right? I'm gonna give you guys my 3 proven, awesome, yummy, delicious steps to building on this recipe, right? So the first step is what to pin. This is a great question. You've come onto Pinterest. Many of you guys know that it's a pinning platform, and you're thinking to yourself, hey, what the heck do I pin, right? We're going to talk about curation of content, how to do it, how to create this content, how to create your own or other people's. And then I'm going to talk about the recipe for after the pin, probably one of my favorite elements of this whole entire thing, right? Pinterest actually considers itself the world's category of ideas. With over 200 billion pins, each pin represents an idea on the Pinterest platform. And that's where they're going with this. Anybody excited about learning all this? I am. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. And here's a really cool thing for all of you guys that are content creators, so YouTube creators, so those guys that are using YouTube, you know you can pin your YouTube videos to the Pinterest platform. You guys know that, right? Cool. Okay. So the reason this is so valuable is that over 80% of pins on Pinterest are repins. From a consumer standpoint, from the people that are using it as a personal platform, they're basically staying on that platform and just repinning what they're finding on Pinterest. So for those of you who are content creators, I'm going to give you guys one of my biggest tips, and write this down, right? You guys should always be writing notes. I'm sure you guys are all writing notes for this one. Pinterest actually gives preference in the news feed and in the search engines to new content being pinned on the Pinterest platform. So if you are creator original content and you're pinning a new piece of content into the news feed, you're actually going to get more eyeballs on it because Pinterest loves new content. As much as they're excited about the repins, they're also a platform for ideas, and they need new ideas coming onto the platform. So every pin is a new idea. You guys are just finding out all about YouTube. You guys are like, wait, I'm just scrolling back through the comments. You guys are like, and I'm like, so I'm excited for you guys. All right. So this is, I promise you, when I heard and I read that 80% of pins on Pinterest are repins, I about flipped my lid. And the reason for that is I realized how valuable this was. It's even better than Facebook sharing or Twitter retweets, because it is truly a platform where people are repinning what they're finding on this platform. Holy cow. So what types of pins do the best on this platform? Shockingly enough, checklists do really, really well. Infographics do well. Teaser images, if you're leading things to your product or services, this definitely does really, really well. Tutorials, whether image tutorials or even video tutorials, do really, really well on this platform. And this is so new, like within like the last, I want to say the last 60 days, couple of months, like 2 to 3 months, Pinterest actually now allows you, the user, the consumer, without having to go through the back office of everything to get this up there. But now you can upload raw video footage or YouTube videos onto the Pinterest platform. Somebody asked me, and I know you guys are going to ask me this, can you do, Pinterest lives? Really? No. The reason for that is Pinterest is a marketing platform. It's about shopping and buying, and they do have very strict rules around the types of pins that they want on their platform, and especially around promoting on the platform. Okay. So there are some definite guidelines. They actually call them, a pin is called a creative, if you're ever talking to your ads team, and we'll get into that later. But it is a beautiful place to be. And I do not think they'll ever do a live version on this platform because it doesn't suit the platform. I could be wrong, but this is a really cool platform. So yeah, so raw uploads or YouTubes are definitely things that you can now share on this. And I was going over this with my beta team the other day, and we were talking about network marketing and a board that you can specifically create for your business, which we'll dive into. It's just ridiculous. Really, it is. So this leads to, out of what to pin, what's the perfect pin look like, right? So write this down, keep this going in your notes. And so raw upload is like if I take a video recording on my phone and I want to just upload it into Pinterest. That's what you call a raw upload, right? It's not on the platform live. It's not on any other platform. That's basically what you're looking at, okay? So, and we can dive more into that around raw uploads later. So the perfect pin actually for Pinterest, according to the Pinterest guidelines, and they've been all over the place for the last 3 years, we're finally getting the word on high, is a pin that is 600 pixels wide by 900 pixels high. So it's a 2 to 3 ratio is what Pinterest likes. We like it tall and skinny, right? We don't want the box. We actually want tall. It looks really pretty on the platforms. It does very well when you're scrolling through on both mobile and desktop. Yep. So that's what you're looking for. You actually want to make sure there is a title on yours. So I'm going to point out a couple of things around this. So this is the title. for this one. You want a good photo image. One of the things you can use on Pinterest are stock photos. I know on Facebook, we tend to tell you don't use them, but actually they perform very well on the Pinterest platform because of the creative element to this, because it's a creative idea. You can actually use that on here. If you have a logo, absolutely use one. This picture right now does not have a logo, but they want it to be discreet. Pinterest doesn't want it to be like the full image on here. They actually want it to like kind of subtly in the corner, or maybe your website URL. These are the little things you can do for branding if you want to make sure that image then is always tagged to you, right? On each pin, there is an opportunity due to a keyword description. So when you upload the pin or when you repin it from a site around the internet, you want to make sure you have a description and you want to make sure you keyword it. So one of the things that's important is to have an understanding of keywords and even a little bit of understanding of SEO. And we'll dive into that a little bit later also. You always want to have a call to action. One thing Pinterest does not like is a button. Do not have a button on here on your image. It is actually frowned upon by Pinterest. They feel that it does clickbait to have it on there when you can't actually click on the image to take you there. So they do not like buttons at all. Just making sure you guys are fully aware of that. But a call to action. So if you're, one of the things I was talking with my ads manager around is that when I was promoting for this webinar, as long as I had, register for a webinar on there, and I talked about, how to get access to business training, that was fine. So I could actually use the verbiage, register for webinar, click link to learn more. Things like that are absolutely okay because you're giving them a call to action. Every pin, and this is something my beta team discovered, this is something I see a lot of people overlook and don't do, which is actually making sure there's a link attached to every pin. We've talked about this. We've kind of keep reiterating the same thing. This is a shopping platform. So every pin should have a place for them to go to buy the product or service in which you're recommending. So have a link. And if you guys, have a link. You want to make sure you have a link. And the newest thing that just came out is hashtags. So because this is a visual search engine, hashtags are part of the search platform on Pinterest. So hashtags are something you actually do want to have in your descriptions. So from Tracy, so she's going to come in here. I'm just going to quickly share this with you guys. So Tracy's one of our beta testers. She came into this course, and I just, give her mad props. She's taken a lot of action. She's building her business. And the one thing I want to point out, and thank you for these testimonials. It's been really awesome. But she talked about that my training is definitely the forefront of using the internet and social media to build a business online. Thank you for saying that my training is very simple to follow and with action plans and steps, because that is really important to me. I never want anyone to go through training and not have action steps to take with it. I think it's boring and redundant to go through training that doesn't give you actionable steps to take and just kind of trains you. And definitely, it's always fun. This is the one thing you'll learn about Pinterest as you guys get more and more into it. This is a really fun platform to be on. So I want to share with you guys that one of my results. Remember I talked to you about my first pin that I ever put up? Well, this is kind of it. This was one of my first success pins that I ever created. I was testing out for an affiliate marketing product. It led to a piece of content, which then had an offer inside that content. So it's a really great strategy to have. So around this was the pin I created. It was by no means my greatest pin. This is why I say you don't have to be a graphic designer to use this platform. I just had a pin. I threw a couple of banners on it. This is what ran. Okay. Here's what happened. So this pin being up for a while, because we've talked about this and we'll share a little bit more, but this is a long-term platform, right? Pinterest is really about the long game in marketing, not the short game in marketing, right? It's not about getting instant feedback. It's about how do you play the long game to stay out there the longest, to build the biggest influence, to get known as the best brand. This is really what's out there. So this pin generated 144 leads, $9,390.61 in commissions in just 60 days. It was ridiculous how well this pin started to perform, and it had to be on for a while. To date, this is what you guys are going to not realize. To date, this pin continues to generate me income and leads. And I've generated over 15,000 in commissions on this pin still to date. The crazy thing I'm about to show you guys is that this pin does not stop. It continues to promote, it continues to get leads, and I have no ad dollars running behind it. That is what it is. And of course, I have to disclaim that these results are not typical. I had to put in some work, and I definitely had to build some presence online, but I want to share with you guys what is possible with this platform. And I've seen people do even better than this. And my goal is that you create a pin like this and do better than me. That is my goal around this training, just so you guys are aware. The curation of content for a lot of you guys. So we've created the pins. So now we're looking at where do these pins reside? They actually reside on boards, right? So boards are one of the big elements to your Pinterest platform. And there's a minimum of 5 boards that need to be created when you get a business account on Pinterest, right? You need to have those boards up there. They can be around products and services. You want whatever products and services that you have, you want that up there. You want an about me board for sure. You want a board. If you guys are doing videos, you definitely want a video board, a tutorial board, something like that. You want boards that are congruent to what you're up to, but you also want product boards selling your coaching, selling your affiliate products, your network marketing products, your store products for my local businesses, for my Etsy stores and my Shopify stores. You want product and board specifics. You also want to be joining group boards. We talk about this a little bit more in my training about how to join groups, boards that are really in line with what you're up to in business. There's no point in joining a bunch of boards just to join. It's actually something Pinterest does not recommend at all as a way to grow your audience. They're like, really be intentional with what you're doing. Don't just join to join, but really find the ones that are going to do well for you, right? Another board that I have actually done and does really well for SEO even is do-it-yourself boards. So do-it-yourself training, do-it-yourself affiliate marketing, do-it-yourself, anything around that one, because this actually, shockingly enough, is a platform where a lot of people come to find out how to do it themselves. You might have been on the platform. You've seen everything from makeup, hair, nails. I've seen everything from car repairs to how to shave, how to tie a tie. So do it yourself boards are really powerful for here. And again, for you guys that are creating original content is a huge piece of this. All right. Creating boards for your blog. Make sure you have a blog board, right? You want to have a board that specifically talks about your blog, things you're sharing, content you're creating. This is really, really important. Okay. Around content curation. These are some of the boards that I've created just to kind of give you guys some insight. So I've created blog content around Pinterest, right? So I have my Pinterest marketing tips for businesses. And so every time I create a piece of content or a video around there, the first place I show that I post that is actually on this particular board. I talk about blogging secrets. So I teach you how to use blogging, the tools you have there. I also am involved in affiliate marketing. So I have products and services that I want. So boards that are actually specific. And crazy enough, you guys will kind of see a trend. These are actually what we call board covers. They are important to a business. They actually, I think, give a certain eye appeal to creating your board. So if you guys can, I do recommend actually getting board covers on there. This is, again, something we discuss more inside my training because I give you the actual dimensions, because I've yet to find the exact dimensions listed anywhere except for me, and that's all through trial and error because I've screwed up enough on this platform that I've kind of figured it out through a lot of stuff. Because you guys remember, I got started in 2014. There was nobody training promoted pins back in that day. This really was like a self-discovery of like, figure it out. And Pinterest wasn't a lot of help back then, but I will promise you guys they are today. So with that, Karen actually made a perfect comment, and this fits right in around creation of boards, right? So she had gone on here, and like many of you guys had been using this strategy, this board, as, you know, just getting recipes and sharing travel pics and all sorts of fun stuff. But she's been following my training, and she's actually been able to totally transform her account on Pinterest and now has an actionable plan to use this platform as a serious business tool. So I am super proud of Karen. Mad props for what you're up to and the fact that you're taking on this training. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is around your board. So we have boards. We talked about repins, right? there's a couple things I want to point out to you guys around repins and even creating your pin that I know, having gone through hundreds of hours of training, spent thousands of dollars on courses and everything else to try to find the best training out there. This is what I've definitely found. So the repin, there's this little button up here in the corner. This is how you're going to repin content on Pinterest. If you guys don't know this yet, this little save button, when it pops up, will then ask you what board you want to save it to. So it's really critical that you have an idea where you're sending this. There's also a photo and comment section. So who are my local business owners? If you have products, actually, this is even good for my Etsy and eBay, right? You guys are going to love, can I share a little secret with you guys? You guys are cool if I share a little secret? All right, I'm not the cat out of the bag. I can't help it. So if you guys want to hear a secret, say yes. I want to make sure you guys are all awake. I mean, if you guys don't want to hear a secret, say no, because this is actually applicable to anybody. I'm just messing with, yeah, okay, because you guys are awake. I'm just making sure you guys are still here, totally engaged, loving this, right? So if you guys are in network marketing, affiliate marketing, if you guys have a brick and mortar business or any shops, you absolutely want to recommend to your audience, your followers, your team, right? Photos and comments. They can actually add photos if they've used the product. They can add comments if they can give recommendations, right? This is the beauty. I kid you not, guys. You have this ability to create like this really crazy dynamic marketing element on your pin, and it's all right there for you, right? You can actually have your customers, consumers, team members. So you guys are a network. I'm going to give you some examples. If you're in network marketing, if anyone on your team is taking a product or service, you can have them post a pin of them taking the product or service here on this board. It shows proof that people are taking it, right? If you guys have a local business and there's a product or service that you're recommending, get your customers to actually review and give, show them that they're using a product or service that you recommend, right? We are talking multiple ways in which to use this. Affiliate marketing, if you can get testimonials from people that have bought products from you, right? This is a great thing. I know that I'm more than likely going to create a pin for pinning ingredients, and I'm going to request this also because this is one of the most powerful built-in tools for marketing, and it all starts here, and it's right here. It's available for you. You don't even have to go anywhere, right? So a couple of things you guys want. Yeah, it's like a live living billboard. Is anybody excited about having a live living billboard that lives up to 4+ months on a Pinterest platform that can be discovered? I mean, like I have a feeling this is like blowing your guys' mind. If you're not being blown away by this, because this is what gets me excited and wakes me up every morning, right? This is the ridiculousness of this, okay? So just remember this when you're creating your pin. Would you repin your pin, right? So in terms of how it looks, in terms of what's available to you, make sure that if you're going to repin something or create a pin, one of the things I want you thinking about as you create your pins is definitely, would you repin it? When you repin any of your pins or pin a pin, you want to make sure you choose the most appropriate board. Pinterest actually gives relevance and gives mad props to you if you pin the pin on the most relevant board first. That doesn't mean you can't pin that same pin to multiple boards. You can, but the first board you pin it on actually carries the most weight for the Pinterest algorithm, right? You absolutely want to get comments, get feedback if you can from people actually using this, right? Get photos of people using your products or services. This is a really big piece of the puzzle. I know, so I get my nails done, just so you guys are aware, right? And I'll actually use Pinterest to do that. I've actually taken photos of my nails getting done by my nail tech and put it up under nails that I like to see, right? So it adds something to the pin and it lets people know that there are other people that are using it and getting this stuff out here, right? And you want to save, like I said, on other boards, right? And at the end of the day, this is all about long-term branding, right? The goal on here is to go the distance with this one. Wendy's asking, is there a certain amount of time to wait before pinning to other categories? Actually, no, you can pin kind of back to back, but the board that gets the pin that the original pin that goes on the first board carries the most weight. So make sure that if you have a pin that you're putting it in the right board to be found, especially for things like SEO and all that other fun stuff, which we do talk about. So we're going to dive here. This is one of my favorite parts, and I'm going to get into this, right? This is, yeah, Deborah's like, this is all new language. Trust me, it is a new world, but it is a language that you actually will pick up faster than any other platform that I've seen, and I think carries a lot more weight at the end of the day, right? So the recipe for after the pin, this is where we're going to talk a little bit about promoted pins, and I really want you guys to see this from a marketing standpoint. This is one of the reasons I want to share you guys this, right? Because this is a whole new world. This is something that nobody's talking about. And even I've gotten kind of like, Pinterest, really? Like, that's not viable. Go work on Facebook. Show me, you know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what else I have to do to show you that this was a platform that works. So what do you do after the pin, right? So you get the pin up on the board, you have some good engagement with it. It's getting a lot of stuff, a lot of engagement, maybe get some good comments, good photos. And you're like, hey, I want to promote this pin because it's driving traffic to my website. And I really want to, and this is all done organically to start with, right? And then you're like, ooh, I want to like bump this up. So you take the pin, and the thing you're going to want to do is, you're going to want to go to ads. I have this backwards. I apologize. You're going to want to go to your ads. It's up here at the top. You're going to choose. So what Pinterest has told me and what I've worked with my ads team with on Pinterest, and we'll talk a little bit more about why I keep referring to my ads team, because for those of you guys that are marketing on Facebook, you might just reach to the computer and be like, there might be some jaw droppage coming up here shortly. So you want to definitely get into traffic. And I am over my time, but I hope you guys are getting value from this, because this is just really fun and entertaining for me guys to teach this for you. Actually, we still have a couple more minutes, so we're going to keep going. All right. So the power of the promoted pin. So many of you guys know this. You have a pin and you put it up on Facebook, right? You guys have a pin, you put it up on Facebook, and then somebody sees it and they like it and they comment on it. And this is like, so here's what happened. Let me just do it. I can do it by Facebook. I'm going to do this by Pinterest. So you're on Pinterest. You have a pin up there. The pin's going. Somebody sees it and they're going to pin it to their board. And they're like, yay, I pinned it to my board, right? This is the only thing you've paid for on Pinterest. All right. Yeah, Steve, actually I can show you. So yeah, we'll get into that one. So the pin actually, because you asked a great question around this, the pin for this can actually lead to a lead capture page. It can lead to a webinar registration page. It can lead straight to lead generation. So Pinterest does not have a problem with you running promoted pins straight to an email opt-in form, right? Because they're okay with it. As long as you're saying, hey, opt in to get this information, that's all you got to do, right? So let me show you guys something really, really cool. So you have a pin and you're running a promotion behind it. You put some ad dollars behind it. You put some paid money behind it. Someone's pinned it onto their board. So this person now has a board that it's on, and they've got lots of followers and people that are following them, right? So that follower that likes that says, ooh, well, my friend liked this one. I like this too. This is actually something that we should be doing, right? And then they have another friend that says, oh, that's really cool. I want to repin that one too. That would be really cool. I like the information in that one. That person then has a following that says, hey, I like this pin. I want to share this on my board, and so forth and so on, right? All of a sudden, all these friends of friends are now pinning and repinning and repinning and repinning your pins. You guys want to hear it? So if they're repinning and repinning all your pins, so they're repinning to go here, they're repinning to go there, this person's repinning, this person's repinning. This is all earned credit with Pinterest. You don't pay a single penny for this other element of Pinterest. This is why I tell you guys, when you spend the money on Pinterest and then you stop your ad budget, your pins run on longer. And the ad budget is set by you. So what's beautiful about this is that you actually control your ad budget. And here's what I'm going to tell you about promoted pins specifically, is that this is not a repeat. This is not a short-term feel good response like Facebook is. Facebook, you can put an ad up and kind of get feel good responses back on. Guys, this is a planning, shopping, buyer platform. the buying process tends to be a little bit longer. From my ads team, what they've told me is that the time frame for a promoted pin actually starts to improve right around day 22 to 27, right? So the longer the period, the longer this pin is out and about, the better the performance is. So you want a pin to run for at least 30 days, right? The reason for that is because not everybody's on Pinterest all the time, and you've got to give Pinterest the opportunity to get it in front of all its effective target market, okay? So around that, you can actually set your monthly budget. This is the first platform I will tell you guys that you can actually know your monthly budget of what you're spending. This pin that I talked with you guys about, my ad budget was only $300, and that to me was breaking the bank, but was actually able to produce a long-term viable income after that, right? I think I turned it off after, I think $1,200, something like 3 to 4 months afterwards, right? That is the power of this, right? And it took some time for this pin to gain momentum. So that is the one thing, is that you get the power to plan your budget. If you have $100, then you spending $100 is going to take a little bit longer, but you have to stay in for the long game with Pinterest, right? Is this making sense to you guys? It's not just about putting up ads and testing them. It's actually playing the long game and knowing your budget. And for me, that is critical, because so many times I see people get into advertising and they're spending dollars and they don't even know what they're spending, right? This is different. We want you guys to know what your ad budget is. We want you to be actually able to use this and know how much you're spending. Here's the other fun thing you guys are going to like, right? Pinners who click on a brand's pin content are 5.8 times more likely to convert online. So if they're choosing and they click on your brand and your content, they're more likely to convert online. And earned media, we talked about it, earned media generates 2 times more sales lift than paid media on its own. I hope you guys just had your mind blown around this. Like, seriously had your mind blown around this. Do you understand the power of marketing on Pinterest? I can feel my heart racing, because the potential on here is so much greater. Right? And you guys are asking, well, what was my return? Well, I spent about $1,200 in promoted pins, but I told you guys that pin still continues to generate me leads and sales every day. So I don't know how much more income I'm going to generate off of that pin that I share with you guys. I have no idea the longevity. It just continues to produce leads and sales. Right? This is why I'm passionate about this platform. And right now, Pinterest is in a position where they're actually going to assist you with your pins, right? They actually want to make sure you're successfully marketing on this platform. Facebook, I've never seen anybody review an ad for you, tell you what's wrong with it, what's right with it, how to fix it, how to make it better, how to better target your market. And there's some serious training that I'm talking about inside of my course. We're actually share with you guys some of the biggest secrets that are getting revealed to me by my ads team that has been assigned to me free of charge, because I use and have been promoting on this Pinterest platform for a while, right? So some of the biggest challenges I see for Pinterest business users, honestly, is that a lot of you guys a lot of businesses are going to Pinterest and they actually don't have any idea how to use this platform, right? There's no viable training. There's nothing that's actually showing them how to use this as a business tool. And it is probably got to be one of the most frustrating things. And it's for me too. It's like, I feel like I've got like this secret ingredient here on marketing that nobody knows about. And I just really want to just jump up and down and scream at all of you guys and be like, you guys need to be over here. This is what it was, right? So the biggest challenges is that there's nobody really training Pinterest business side. There's no one that's actually going to walk you through the technical side, the tools, the training, and give you the hands-on of what it looks like to be building your business, right? So that's really when I talk with you guys about the training I created, the pinning ingredients, is because I want you guys to have a viable training. I want you guys to have something that's fun to use, that's going to keep you engaged around the platform and is going to show you how to use it, right? What Pinning Ingredients is the marketing, it's the business marketing for Pinterest. It is actually the guide, the step-by-step training to show you guys how to do this. It's easy to follow training, and it's your Pinterest success recipe with ingredients that work for any business. You guys, I have you all on here. I've shown you guys how this business works, but I also want to make sure that you guys are getting those secret ingredients that I have been unable to reveal on this training because we just don't have enough time to dive into all of this, right? There are so many little nuances on this platform around your pins and your boards that I want to teach and train you. I want to show you how to do this. So the Pinning Ingredients program is specifically designed to show you how to get your Pinterest business account working for your business. It gives you access to an untapped market of buyers. Nobody's going after this market. We have 200 million active users and nobody's putting their stuff in front of them, especially small businesses, affiliate marketers, network marketers. You guys, you have an ability to use a platform. I want to shorten your learning curve on Pinterest. I spent a lot of time, a couple of years, trying to get and work through the Promoted Pins platform, and I want to shorten that learning curve. So if you really want access to untapped red hot leads, the ability to drive more traffic to your offers than anywhere else, create massive explosive growth in your business, have red hot buyers ready to buy, because we've told you guys this is a buyer's platform, and increase your sales in the next 6 months, you're exactly the person I designed this program for. This is a long-term game, right? I want you guys to successfully build your business long-term. I don't want this short-term. I don't want this to be crazy. I want you guys to get into this. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to give you guys some self-paced training, business training. And also one of my biggest pet peeves around training is it's not any fun. They just kind of give you this boring training. You click on things. So I found a platform about gamifying your training. I want you guys to be able to earn points and rewards and unlock secret stuff because I'm all about hiding little secrets inside of my training. And I'm developing that for you guys because I want you to stay engaged. I want you to successfully use this platform, and I want you to beat out anything I can produce. I'm actually issuing you a challenge that I want you to create pins that outperform anything I've been able to do thus far. So that's what I want. I'm going to show you the secret ingredients to content curation. Really use content curation as a way to grow and build your brand. I'm going to show you templates for pin design that are absolutely going to work as both promoted pins and beautiful pins on your boards. I'm going to show you the do's and don'ts of promoted pins because I've had the privilege of screwing a lot of pins up. I'm getting banned with pins. So I'm going to share with you guys my insider guide for do's and don'ts of promoted pins. And, you know, we talk about Facebook having a lot of time, right? It talks about how much time it takes. Like you got to be posting daily. You got to be doing stuff. So what if you had a weekly 1-hour business plan for your business? What if it only took you 1 hour a week to continue to build your business through Pinterest? Is that something that you would be interested in learning more about? So you're getting this exact same system that I personally use. I use this. This is how I've been able to create success, right? So you guys are probably going, what's it costing, Jeff? Well, let me be real with you. Right now, after everything I've done and all the companies that I've worked with and all the leaders, I actually charge about $500 for an hour worth of my time because I know the impact I can have on your business with an hour. I can dive in, I can dive deep, and I can see what you're doing. I've seen and bought Pinterest courses for business, right? There's a lot of just Pinterest fluffy stuff out there. You guys can go and check that out. It's going to be somewhat not great. It's fine. But I've seen Pinterest actual business coaches for mentoring and everything else. And they've been around on $3,000+. And again, I still felt like I was left with trying to figure this out on my own in a lot of ways. It just didn't give me enough information around this. So you guys are, well, how much is it going to cost me? So ideally, this course is going to run you for just 3 payments of $339. It's about $997 is what I'm going to pay, what I'm going to charge for this in the next couple of months. It's about a savings of $2,000 from any course that's out there right now. So I wanted to make sure that it's affordable for you guys, that you guys can get access to it. It's not cheap, that it's fun, that it's engaging, right? But I really, you guys know me. I'm going to give you guys the best deal possible, right? So if you guys are really, truly interested in getting your hands on this, I do have a payment plan. I'm doing this for $175 for 3 months. Or you can full pay right now for $497. It's a $2,500 savings right now. This is absolutely the best deal. to get started with this. Okay, so this is the link if you guys are curious. But here's what to do now, right? When you guys go to this link, you're going to see something that looks like this. It's going to say how to use Pinterest ingredients. If you scroll down, there's actually both offers available for you. There's the 3 payment option and there's the full pay option for you. And it literally is going to walk you through this. So truly, if you want access to more leads in your business, if you want more traffic and more eyeballs to your offer, more quality traffic, because these are buyers. Remember this isn't a guessing game you're having. These are actually buyers. If you want to create explosive growth in your business, if you want to have red hot buyers ready to buy your products and services, if you want to build your network marketing team, if you want your affiliate products to do even better than before, increase your sales all in the next 6 months, you guys have got zero risk, right? There's a no question asked, 100% money back guarantee. If you feel that I don't over deliver, if this course totally blows and it's not up your alley, then in the next 14 days, because you guys have 14 days to review this, trust me, you're going to want to dive into this sooner rather than later. I'll 100% refund your money. No questions asked. I will 100% refund it. Okay. I don't want you guys to have a course that doesn't benefit you. I don't want you guys to have any training that you're not getting value from. Right. And you guys know me again. I can't give you something without even sweetening the pot. Right. So one thing that I've discovered in all the training that is out there, nobody gives you a community to engage with. The reason my team and all of my beta testers are starting to get results is they actually have an access to a private community. This is just for Pinterest marketers. We are here to support you, answer questions, give you feedback, allow you to share your pins, let us know what's going on. If you have any questions or on offers, any of this. This is access to my private community, right? This is actually going to become a paid membership, but right now it is completely free to you to come inside of this. I want you to become my next success story. I want you to become my next testimonial. So with that, I'm giving you access to myself and this group. Inside this group, we are going to do group coaching. You're going to have access to 4 free group coaching calls. This is huge. Anybody that's done training or coaching with me knows the value of this, right? The training behind this, the group coaching behind this, all of this is really important that you guys are getting access to this training, because it is to shorten your learning curve again. And these group coaching calls, I get to answer your questions. I get to be right there in the trenches with you. I'm going to show you my favorite and best resources that I'm using that is producing incredible results for my business. And I've got my fast action bonuses. So for those that are willing to take action right now and get your hands on this course, because here's the deal, I'm only keeping this training open for 4 days. You guys are on this right now as a live training. If there's any one of you guys that say, hey, this is for me, you're going to get an extra 30-minute private one-on-one coaching with me, but I'm only making this available to the first 8 buyers. That's it. I want to make sure that you're serious about getting into this. You're going to get not only private coaching from me, group coaching from me, you're going to get community behind this. You're going to get access to my training. You guys are getting a huge, huge value deal for this to get access to this. So my question to you is, do you think I can help you master Pinterest business training with my help? Do you think I can help you maximize this platform, show you how to use this to grow your business? Because if you guys do, here's a breakdown truly of what you're going to get, right? You're getting the video training, which by itself is a $500 value. You're going to get my pin templates, which is a $50 value. You're going to get my secrets to content curation, which I don't share with everybody. You guys are going to get that's a $100 value. You're going to get my do's and don'ts of promoted pins. This is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money down the line that you don't have to waste, right? You're going to get my 1-hour action weekly plan. I'm going to give you guys my daily modes of operation on what you guys should be doing on this platform, both organically to grow your following and how to do it with your promoted pins. You're going to get my private community for the year. So you guys get access for a full year to my private community. It's a $97 a month value on this one. You guys, I'm giving it to you guys as part of this being part of my group in here. You're going to get my 4 bonus coaching sessions, and you're going to get a 31-minute one-on-one. This value of this course, this training, my time, my effort, my love for you guys, this is totally valued at over $4,239, right? I want you guys to get the best deal, but I want you guys to get access to this training. This is a e-commerce. This is a business training. You guys are going to sell stuff by being on this platform. So you have an opportunity right now to get 3 payments of $175, or you can pay in full for $497. You're going to save over $3,742 by taking action right now. But this is critical that you guys are getting into this. And one thing I haven't mentioned yet is that there is going to be a portion of the proceeds. I told you guys earlier, I'm all about giving back and giving to charity. So a portion of all products, all training sold, there is a portion that's going to go to Heifer. I'm going to continue that on my own to continue moving this forward. So the offer behind this stands, guys. You're going to go to that link. At the bottom of the link, you're going to see something that looks like this. There's the buy now button at the bottom of each one of this. You're going to get the best deal. So you can either get it for one payment or you can get it for 3 payments. But this right now is your opportunity. This cart is only going to be, this training is only going to be available for 4 days. I'm actually closing the cart, locking the doors, throwing away the keys, because those people that are serious about using Pinterest as a tool to build your business, I want to work with you. I want to continue to refine this training for you. I want to see that you get your success. I don't want to work with a huge group of people. I want to work with people that actually want to use the Pinterest platform. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm sharing with you guys some of these amazing golden nuggets around this platform. It's because I want your success story, right? I want you to outperform, outdo, and I want you to master this platform. I want you to master it for your business, for growing your team. I found some really cool ways to use it as a network marketer. We were discussing that just the other day. So there's going to be training back there showing you how to create the perfect board for network marketers. For the first time, you don't have to hide that you're a network marketer. Actually, Pinterest embraces you and holds you close for being a network marketer. They don't like shame you and make you feel bad for that. And I'm going to show you how to effectively use that on this Pinterest platform, right? And I'm going to show you guys, if you guys are doing coaching, I'm going to show you guys how to build out a coaching board. If you guys that are doing affiliate marketing, you're going to love this internet marketing. Your products and services are going to perform better on this platform than any other platform because people are looking for new products and services. And right now, there are a lot of businesses on there, but they're not effectively building their business. And that's how I'm different, is I want to see what we can do with your business on Pinterest to take it to its next level. So this is the offer, guys. That is the link. Head over there, get your hands on it. Like I said, 8 of you are going to have an opportunity to get your hands on this training. But trust me, it is critical to get your hands on this Pinterest business training, because I promise you, it is going to be something you're going to love to do. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it. I'm going to show you guys how to generate those leads, how to get into business. And it's the only platform that actually allows you to drive traffic to offers, products, and has no qualms about it. And that is what makes this different. So I know you guys had some questions. I'm going to stick around. We're just over the 10 minutes. So this has been amazing. I hope you guys have gotten tons of value out of this training tonight. You guys get your eyes open, maybe jaws have dropped to how this platform actually can be used as a marketing tool for your business. It truly, truly is amazing. So if you have any questions, now's the time. I'm going to stick around for a little bit and answer any questions until the very end. I want to make sure you guys have everything answered, anything you guys. So if you guys have Q&A questions, ask. We can talk all about this. So Sabrina, you asked one of the questions, does it require a lot of testing like Facebook ads? Shockingly, no. It doesn't require that you go through a multitude of ads to get what you want, but the longevity of it does take a little bit longer is what I've discovered. So be willing to spend the ad budget over that 30 days and then be working with your ads team to make any adjustments as you need to. So that's one of the beautiful things I'm liking about Pinterest right now is if you're doing promoted pins and running ads, they actually have a team that's assigned to you if you want it that can help you craft your creatives and actually help you refine your conversions to get the conversions you're looking for. So that is the one of the things that you guys are going to absolutely want to do. Jan, if you already have this product, you're one of my beta testers, you're already inside of it, you've already got it. And it's getting updated as you go. So you can keep going that. Yeah, so the ads team, so Pinterest, for those of you guys that are asking, so Pinterest is something that's vastly different than Facebook right now. Facebook, how many of you guys have gone on and run a Facebook ad and you get an ad shut down or denied and you're not 100% sure why? Does anybody have that problem? If so, right, just Facebook, right? You can just say Facebook if you've tried to run ads and stuff, you know, FB, Facebook, whatever. So and many of you guys have come back and said, I just wish I knew what I'd done wrong, right? I wish I just know what I needed to fix, or I would just like a little bit more information so that I can get better at this, right? And I think this is where there's a huge benefit around Pinterest right now. So Pinterest, I told you guys back in 2014, I started running promoted pins. Well, last year, for the first time, Pinterest actually started investing in what they call their Pinterest ads managers. So they built this team of 12 people, and those that were spending money actually got contacted, and you could set up a meeting with them, and they would actually help you with your creatives and help you, choose the right keywords for the platform for your pin and actually get found around here. And over the last year, Pinterest has invested and grown this team to over 250 ad managers. So actually, if you're promoting pins on this platform, you can get assigned a 2-man, 2-woman team, however it breaks down. One is there to help you with your creative, and the second person there is to help you with your conversion factor. So if you are, after they run that for the first 2 weeks, you'll actually get in touch back with your ads managing team. They'll go over the creative, they'll go over your metrics, and they'll see what they need to tweak, fine tune, if we need to adjust keywords, all of that. So that is one of the things that I really like about the Pinterest platform, is that you actually have people that are going to show you that pin's not going to do well. You need to fix this. That's not okay. And all that fun stuff. So that's one thing I like. Steve, you asked a really great question. Hold on, let me pull that back up over here. Paid pins and earned media sound cool, but what about regular unpaid pins? How effective are they to get exposure on Pinterest? So that's a great question, is that they do get a lot of exposure. As I was talking about earlier, if you're a content creator and you're using your boards effectively, as you pin your content to your boards and you're using, so there's SEO to be done on your pin, there's SEO to be done on your board. And in that allows you to be searched in the index for Pinterest. Pinterest is actually very much a searched index. So you don't have to pay to play like you do on Pinterest. You can set up a business account, and as long as you're actively pinning, as long as you're actively curating content and creating your boards, it actually says your first 5 pins on the Pinterest platform actually carry the most weight, right? So this is why collaboration boards or group boards come into play. Being able to share your content to other boards out there. You're going to be wanting to follow other people. So following organically does help, because notifications, you do get notified when you're following if your followers are doing something, you'll get notified on what they're up to, what pins they're doing. So all of that does play into it. It is a really powerful place for influence, more so than any other platform, because it is search. That's the reason why hashtags have now come into pins, not so much boards, but into pins. That's why the SEO is so important in the description, making sure your description for your board and for your pin is more effective. They do not want keyword stuffing. If you guys know anything about that one, stay away from it. But that's what you're going to want to look for. Those are definitely the things. Krista just joined up. Woohoo! Congratulations. Welcome to the Pinterest family. So Juliana, if you're an affiliate, if you don't have products to sell, you're going to teach how to become an affiliate. Yes. So inside of that, that's actually something I was working with my team on today, was to give you actually affiliate products and services like Amazon and other things that you can actually become an affiliate for, so that you can actually make money beyond this platform. So there's a lot of ways for affiliate marketing. There's a lot of training out there that talks about affiliate marketing and how to use it effectively on this board. That's why Shopify does really well. Shopify, for those that are in e-commerce, actually allows you to make the sell in the pin on the platform. Etsy and Shopify are the only 2 shopping cart approved platforms that actually are synergistically working with Pinterest. Again, this is why it's a shopper's platform. So if you have these types of shops, you can actually put your pins up there, and they can actually buy and make the purchase right there in the pin without ever leaving the Pinterest platform. And that's a really cool thing from the e-commerce standpoint. I have a friend of mine that does Shopify and does a lot of business there, and I'm looking to share with him some of the discoveries I've made around Pinterest, because I think that's a really viable tool, is to be teaching that group specifically how to use this to build their team. Something about 2 businesses. So you can actually have multiple Pinterest business accounts. You just need a different email. That is something you can absolutely do. So if you have multiple businesses that you're in, you can create different accounts. Typically, what I would tell you is that I would choose one business first and master the platform, and then add the second business account, because it's enough of a time to set up one. It's better to focus in, get really good at that one, then bring the other one in. It's going to make that transition much faster in the process. Can you have two business? Two business platforms. Yeah. So Krista, you can have two business platforms. Two business platforms. That's perfectly okay. Becky, you're asking, so you can have a board for affiliate marketing, MLM products, and other things. Oh, you have one account. Yeah. See, this is what makes Pinterest so unique. We were talking about this the other day, is that if you guys are building a personal brand for yourself, the idea behind this is that we want to get to know more about you, especially if you're doing content creation. You have to have boards that generate curiosity and kind of get you in front of more people. So you don't want to be just business oriented. You actually want to be able to be found. And most of us, those are guys that are in network marketing, right? I'm almost positive. How many times have you heard, oh, I've never heard of your company, or I've never heard of your products or services, right? It's still an unknown. So what Pinterest allows you to do is you can create a board for your network marketing business. You can have it specifically for a product. And I'm working with my team right now, the betas, to show them how to create little funnels to even do how to sign up for my business or how to become a customer, right? Because those are things you can have on your board. These become searchable based on their SEO and everything else. So yeah, you can talk about affiliate marketing. I have a board that talks about books that I think leaders should be reading, and it's all affiliate links to Amazon, right? And it's there because it fits in with what I'm up to as a business. This is the beautiful thing about Pinterest, is that you're not trying to hide that you're in business. You actually want to let people know you're in business. That's the beauty of this platform. So great question, Becky. So Sarah Lynn, you asked, hey chef, just wondering if your course is part of the fast track. Actually, no. So this is completely outside of that. I am independent of Elite Marketing Pro for all of my training that I do, because I'm really out to make a huge impact out there in the world. And I'm actually, they may ask me to bring this in internally, but right now this is all external outside of it. But it does work for other products. Trust me, I've just proven that I can continue to market their products and services and make money. So Steve, Steve Jonathan, that's a great question. Any third-party tools you recommend for finding followers, targeting boards, and people on Pinterest? So my favorite third-party tool is currently going through a process to get approved by Pinterest to be one of their partners. I'm actually in conversation with a couple of friends of mine trying to really boost this through. The company is called Board Boosters. They're phenomenal. There's some really incredible tools inside of this third-party system for following, for targeting, for secret boards, for looping. It's a brilliant platform. So he's just got to go through the approval process with Pinterest to get approved. So right now they're not up. The only thing I've kind of heard rumor about that's any good is something called Tailwind. But all it does right now, it's kind of like Hootsuite, where it will just pin your pin for you automatically. So there's like the auto portion of it. But right now I am still sitting on my hands and praying desperately that Board Boosters gets approved as a partner for Pinterest. Because I promise you that tool, that third-party tool is blowing everything out of the water currently. And I'm really hoping that approval comes through sooner rather than later. So I'll keep you posted on that one. But Tailwind is the other one. It's about a year-long service to do. I think Karen, you mentioned one the other day when our training, I'm not sure if you're still on here, that she was recommending, but at this time, most third-party tools at this time are only pinning. They're not really doing the following yet. And that's what I'm hoping the Board Booster comes back, because with that one, I saw a really big difference in my business. So fingers crossed that tool comes back. Great question. Yeah, Crowdfire. But it does have Pinterest to link to. So yeah, so Karen says Crowdfire is another one, Steve, that you might want to look at. But I'm just fingers crossed. I've really been a big push and supporter around the Board Boosters. And so we're hoping to see that come back sooner rather than later. Any other questions you guys have around Pinterest and using this platform? If not, if you guys are good with this, I'm going to go through and just mark all the questions. Yeah. So again, one more question. Of course you do. Steve, guys, if you guys don't know who Steve Joffe is, he's like a brilliant marketer. I've been watching him since I got started in this industry. So the fact that he's sitting here asking me about all this, I'm just like, like, how do you not know this? So video on Pinterest, great question. So this is something that's just newly, I've been using it for YouTube for a very long time. But the ability to upload onto the Pinterest platform, especially as a business, is relatively new. I will say this, in talking with Pinterest right now and talking with my my ads team, one of the things they talked about is, you know, most of the time for Facebook, we talk about the vertical or the horizontal. We want video like this. The funny thing about the Pinterest platform is they actually want it vertical because it fits their format better. So this is actually something I'm testing out, is the vertical format for doing video on the Pinterest platform. So I haven't played with it a lot. I've used it once for an exposure element for an ad, because there's different types of ads you can run. There's an awareness campaign, an engagement campaign, a traffic campaign. There is a video promoted campaign that's just recently been allowed, that they've been bringing in, that was done only through the corporate side of Pinterest business. So the smaller businesses now have access to video in a way we haven't had before. So it's definitely something I'm testing. But yeah, I'm playing with it. Trust me, I'm figuring this all out as they keep revealing all these really cool things. And the other thing too, just so you guys know, Promoted Pins is only available in 5 countries, right, or 6 countries right now. It's not worldwide to be able to run a promoted pin. Now, anybody in the world can buy from a promoted pin, but it's not necessarily something everybody in the world can actually do. So that's why I'm telling you guys right now to get onto this Pinterest platform, start building your business accounts on here, start learning the logistics of this, start learning how to pin, curate, and work with that, because we are literally at like the forefront with as much attention as Pinterest is putting to teaching businesses how to get better at doing promoted pins on your platform. There's something that's about to shift with Pinterest, and either you're going to be ahead of it by getting into this training, or you're going to be behind it by if you keep waiting. And that's something I'm serious about. There's something that's really, really big going on right now. I don't know if they're planning to go totally global with promoted pins. That was the question from Jan. The reason being is that it is definitely country specific. And, you know, like Facebook's been banned from China. There's a couple of other, I think Pinterest is banned from China too. So it's not like they have access to everywhere. Yeah, the video Pinterest capability. Yeah, because you're a video guy, Steve. Jeez, yes. It's a whole new tool to play with. So come and play with me and we'll work together and figure this all out. But country-wise, I'm not sure it's everyone, but they're being very strategic. So one thing I love about Pinterest right now is they're learning from the mistakes that Facebook's made, Google has made, Twitter has made, all these platforms that have been running ads. They're really getting better at refining the process. They're getting better at becoming the shopping platform. They're really standing out in a different way than what you typically see. So that's one of the things that really has me excited about sharing this training with you guys and going through and working with your business to modify and get better at this. This is why I'm looking forward to working with Steve Joffe and with video on this platform and seeing what we can do to continue to fine tune this. I mean, that has me excited alone. I'm like, dude, let's take this to a whole next level. Hopefully Joffe takes me up on my offer to work with me on this one. That would be so much fun. Fingers crossed. Oh, any other questions you guys have for me? It is almost 90 minutes complete with this. And like I said, you guys have been troopers for staying on for this long. It has been amazing, again, just to share this training with you guys. I hope you guys, again, got value from it. I look forward to all of you that are joining me in this training and getting an opportunity to work with you and show you how Pinterest is working. I'm just super excited. Like, this is going to be freaking awesome. So thank you guys again for joining me. If you guys are getting value from this one, Like I said, the cart closes in 4 days. So on the 16th, this training will definitely go locked down into a vault. I only want to work with those people that are interested in it. So replay will go out for those that are going to be jumping on this for the first time. So you guys are going to have an opportunity to share this one, but I'm expecting that a lot of you guys are going to jump in and want to be part of this. It's going to be amazing training. I can't wait to work with you and show you how versatile this platform is and share with you guys even some more of my secrets that we could be on here for hours, days, and weeks if I showed you guys what I've started to learn. And there's even my little fun book, just so you guys are aware. I call this my Pinterest notes, ideas, what works, what doesn't work, and what I might do differently. I'm tracking everything I'm doing so that you guys are going to get an opportunity behind the scenes to do this. So Becky's going to be joining. Woohoo! Awesome. Welcome. Congratulations. And yeah, thank you guys again. Absolutely a pleasure to share this training and this platform with you guys. Becky, the video will go up in an email tomorrow. You guys will all get access to the replay email also. Mary's like, okay, you got me. You guys, this is just really freaking amazing training, and it's going to be a privilege and an honor to work with you guys, share these bonuses with you, work with you guys around this one, and it's going to be amazing. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Signing up, go to thechefkatrina.com/Pinterest special. That is the link you guys are going to want to go to. So that's right here, thechefkatrina.com/Pinterest special to get access to this training. I'm super excited to work with you. Karen, thank you guys for being on. For those that are going through it, Tracy, Karen, Jan, you guys have been just amazing to work with, and really being able to see what you guys are up in business has been absolutely amazing. So why not join a tribe and a community that's all geared around helping you get into business around Pinterest? So thanks, guys, everybody. Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of the night. I do appreciate you. If you guys got value from this training, go out on social media. Tell people that you just got off an awesome Pinterest training with me. Let them know that you got some value. Share with them any highlights. Tag me in the post. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback around this. It's been absolutely amazing to share this with you guys and be one of the first people that really is fascinated and interested in sharing this with you guys. So with that, guys, enjoy your evening. Again, head over to thechefkatrina.com/Pinterest special. And we look forward to seeing you guys inside the training and inside the community. Bye, everybody.